In boom times, when everything's going up and everyone's making money, everyone seems like an expert. However, when the tides turn and things go south, that is when the true experts arise. And with the latest regulatory filings now in for Q1, we now get to see what the super investors have been up to. And so in this video, we're going to take a look at the #1 buy in Q1 of 4 super investors. We have Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, Michael Burry, and Cathie Wood. And what opportunity have they seen in times of uncertainty? Okay, first up, with a net worth of around $100 billion, arguably the world's greatest investor, Warren Buffett. Now, Warren Buffett seems to have built the ultimate all-weather portfolio where he seems to make a ton of money no matter what is going on in the economy. And so, what is the biggest buy from the Oracle of Omaha? And so this is the portfolio of Warren Buffett to the tune of $325 billion. And as a general overview, he has done probably an equal split of buying and selling. And his portfolio is now made up of 48 different positions. Now, the #1 sell was Chevron, reducing it by almost 20%. And Chevron is an energy company in the US, predominantly oil and gas. And then interestingly, the biggest buy was Occidental, which is also an energy company. Now, just looking at the share price for Occidental, ticker Oxy. Now, he took his original stake back in Q1 2022. So if he did it in January, this was a very good buy, and it had ramped up close to 100%. Now, obviously, when investors see what Warren Buffett is buying, there is a Buffett effect where more people jump on. However, since then, from Q1 this year, it's actually gone more sideways. But Warren Buffett now owns close to 25% of this company. Next up, Ray Dalio's company Bridgewater, and this is a portfolio to the tune of $16 billion, and it's massive. It's made up of 938 positions. As we all know, Ray Dalio loves diversification. Now, as an overview, he's definitely done more selling than buying, so he would be in the bearish camp. Now, the #1 biggest buy was a huge 22% increase to IEMG. And IEMG is BlackRock's Emerging Markets ETF. And if you've seen any of Dalio's work over the last couple of years, he's warning of a changing world order, a global shift in money and power. Now, taking a look at this ETF, the data goes back to 2012, and it's pretty much where it was at in 2012. So not amazing performance, but remember, investing is all about what's going to happen in the future. So they're betting big that emerging markets is going to be outpacing the US. As unfortunately, 2 of the biggest sells were his S&P 500 ETFs, so taking money out of the US, a reduction in IVV and also SPY. Next up, we have the famed investor Michael Burry, and this portfolio is to the tune of $100 million, made up of 21 different positions. And as you can see, Burry, despite his big warnings of the biggest stock market crash coming our way, has been a massive buyer and only reducing 2 positions, which is very ironic. Now, the most noteworthy, he is really betting on China, ramping up his 2 Chinese positions in JD.com and Alibaba, and then his next new biggest position is Signet Jewelers. And who are Signet Jewelers? Well, they are the world's largest retailer of diamond jewelry. So he's getting into the diamond business. So a very interesting buy from Michael Burry. But the big question is this going to give him diamond hands? Now, just taking a look at the share price, and from Q1, again, it's another stock that's pretty much gone sideways. So will we now see the Burry effect as more investors pile in? We'll have to wait and see. And then finally, we have Cathie Wood. And Cathie Wood has a portfolio to the tune of $14 billion, and it's made up of 238 positions. So again, lots of diversification, and at a general scan, there's been more buying than selling. So she is a big fan of buying the dip. And the number one biggest one is she is a raging bull for Tesla, ramping up the position by 17%, owning over $1 billion of Tesla. And then the next biggest one, which was a very close second, she is a big fan of crypto and Coinbase. But despite the recent talks of her saying a recession is coming our way, she has been buying the dip. Everybody is a super investor when times are good, but it's when the tide changes that the real super investors shine through. For Q1 this year for Warren Buffett, his original buy in Occidental served him very well, so he continued to ramp up his position and now owns almost 25% of the company. For Ray Dalio's company Bridgewater, they are playing out his changing world order thesis, taking money out of the US and into the emerging markets. Now, for Michael Burry, very interestingly, he's decided to get into the diamond business while also ramping up his Chinese positions in JD and Alibaba. And for Cathie Wood, she remains a mega bull for Tesla, and with Coinbase being a close second. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Those were the biggest moves of the super investors. Let me know your biggest takeaway below. But for now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.